Hello, hope you're doing well. And if I managed to upload this video on schedule, then happy Valentine's Day. Alternatively, if I didn't finish editing this video on time, then happy Valentine's for whenever it was. I hope you had a very nice time either way. So I did a speed paint either last year or the year before. I don't know how long I've been on YouTube, I forgot to check. But it was another Valentine's Day speed paint that surprisingly a lot of you guys really liked. I didn't expect it to get quite the reaction that it did, but it was very cool to see all of you guys' responses to it. That speed paint was of a Cupid-inspired character, so this year I wanted to draw from another popular aspect of the holiday and make some art inspired by Valentine's Day candy, more specifically, sweethearts. Now that I say that though, I realize I don't know if that's what they're actually called everywhere else, but if you know those like little fizzy heart-shaped sweets with the goofy pickup lines on them, here in the UK we call them sweethearts. Anyway, for this little batch of artwork, I wanted to build on the kind of cutesy pastel aesthetic that those sweets bring to mind, but I also wanted to merge it with another topic that, to me at least, definitely feels very relevant to this whole season of love, and that is self-love. Obviously, Valentine's is typically a holiday aimed at couples, or, you know, people with romantic stuff going on in their lives, and hey, if you do have romantic plans this Valentine's, then more power to you. I hope you have a lovely time with your partner. But what I wanted to talk about more specifically is more the fact that sometimes it can be very easy to forget to treat ourselves kindly and be confident in our own skin. Which is something that I think applies to anybody, whether you're in a relationship or not. Anyway, that's why I wanted to make these characters today and try to spread a bit of positivity. Though since these designs are pretty simplistic and you can see all of my brush settings in the sidebar there, I'm probably not going to have a lot to say on the actual art front, but since self-love is something that, you know, I often forget to practice myself, I thought it might be interesting to talk about for a bit. So, in terms of specific examples, I can mostly only talk from my own experience, but hey, here's a bit of backstory for this whole train of thought. So obviously I'm a nerd, right? I think that's pretty evident if you've seen any of my videos before now. And I was just as much of a nerd, if not more so, when I was younger. So, you know, I'm sure you can connect the dots on that one, but like, a lot of people I grew up around weren't exactly fond of the fact that I even existed, right? And oftentimes growing up, even if you are in a more normal, I guess, social circle, you don't exactly get encouraged to celebrate the things that you enjoy, or even the things that you can't help about yourself. Like, whether people don't like your hair or your clothes, or if they're real assholes, then if they don't like the color of your skin or your orientation. Certain types of people are always going to be able to find something that they don't like or that they don't agree with. And even if that kind of negativity doesn't come from the people immediately around you, then it can still be found in the form of TV shows and adverts and social media content, but that's a much bigger topic than I think I'm qualified to get into. My point is, every day you might see or get told little things that people think is wrong with you, and as you get older, all of that stuff adds up, and it can start to make you think that they're right, that there is something wrong with you. But one cool thing about growing up is that you get to meet more people, and then you realize that, like, obviously, everyone has flaws and everyone's different, and the only way you're going to be able to meet everyone else's standards is either if you're a hypnotist or a shapeshifter. I think my main point with all of this is that at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what other people might not like about you, because the only person you should really be caring about impressing is yourself. ended up doing that thing with these characters where you just intend for them to be one-offs, but as soon as you draw them they have like a personality and a life in your head. So I might draw them again in the future, I don't know, but for the most part the theme for each of them was either inspired by people I've met in life or their outlook, or aspects of myself that I used to be ashamed of and later realised were okay. Stuff like you can wear what you want and be strong and love your body and be proud of your identity, and again I do still forget to be positive about all of those things a lot of the time, but it is something I've been trying to be more mindful of lately, and even just drawing little reminders like these can do some real good. Anyway, a bit of a long-winded rant there, but I do find it really helps to sort of sort my thoughts out when I get to talk about them like this, so, you know, thank you for listening. And hey, hopefully at least a few of you guys watching may be connected with some of what I had to say there. I've uploaded all of these designs onto my Redbubble page as stickers and prints and stuff, so as per usual there'll be links for all of them in the description below. Feel free to check them out if you think they'd be helpful to you, or if you just think they look cute. Anyway, for now, thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope to see you next time. Happy Valentine's, everybody!